Gotcha. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to. We're gonna be getting back into One Piece episodes 831 and 832. Hope y'all are having a good week. It's been all right for me so far. You know, kind of a normal week. I have a lot of plans this weekend though. Hopefully, we'll be able to fix my damn computer. I've been putting it off. I literally have had this new case that I have to replace my old one. Like, I broke my old cases, like one of the front panel connectors, and so I need to replace it all. But I've been putting it off for like over a month. It's been bad. Y'all, I'm a procrastinator. Video stuff I've done pretty well with, but even that stuff, sometimes I get a little unmotivated and I'm like, I'll put it off. Let me know if y'all are procrastinators like me, man. I've always been that way. Even like when I was a kid, I would like wait till like the morning of a project being due and then like wake up at like 4 a.m. to work on it. It was ridiculous. Let's go and recap the character ratings from last time. We gave MVP and best moment to Katakuri. Cool getting to meet him, meeting a big bounty head over here. His observation hockey next freaking level. So that was cool, just kind of seeing we can see into the future. For the funniest moment, we give that to Luffy, being all excited about his role. He's up to no damn good, of course. We'll see if we see that in this episode, what little mischievous Luffy is up to. And for the Sacco, we gave it to the ugly Molten Day Book dude, or whatever the fuck his name is, the Witch Boy. Yeah, he's just ugly. Yeah, fuck that guy. But yeah, I think we can go ahead and get in these episodes. If y'all do enjoy these, consider dropping a like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. If you want to follow on with the channel, support the channel, check out the Patreon link below. About 4 weeks ahead there. And yeah, appreciate y'all being here to watch some One Piece with me. Let's go and get into it. The staircase is melting. Man, there must be so many damn cavities in this country. Oh, it's a cute little cake. The sound effect of them gulping. Oh man. It's little Luffy. Oh my fucking god, Luffy. Deji's learning about how unhinged Luffy really is. He's gonna lose it. Thank you, Nami. Oh, that's the first son, okay. Smoothie. Yeah, that's changed pretty quick. Are you fucking kidding me? That's how they expose? You idiots. There's a fucking talking door right there. That's ridiculous, dude. Ooh. Mother Caramel. Is it caramel or caramel? Big Mama's so happy. Ooh, you can kind of see her. Oh. Oh my god, dude. It's in my memory. Interesting.
下の様子はどうだい？
茶会の作業を終えたコックたちは今宴で大騒ぎしている。
Good for them, they've worked hard.
あとは電波妨害の角電電虫を使用し通信を不能に会社を孤立さ
There's certain transponder snails to block other frequencies, jam their signals. Dude, I can't believe they like spilled this to that fucking door being there. Like, how dumb are they? They said this whole elaborate plan, and then they don't know any better to talk around this door.
あとは例の準備だけだ。
ブツはあの部屋の中。
おい、何してんだよそんなところで。
いや酒を切らしちまってさ取りに来たんだけど。
なんだお前らもか。でもお前ら見かけない顔だな。どうしたレイロ？ああ、これは見回りご苦労様です。念のために始末しておくか。なあゴッティ。
Oh, jeez. Yeah, for real. Damn, she's balling out now.
いつもこんなにたくさんありがとうね。
宝箱といえばマミーゴ。
Mamigo.
大秘宝を手に入れたって？
おや、そうさ。海底の王族に代々伝わる宝箱。これがあの伝説に聞く玉手箱さ。
Little does she know, bro.
不倫の挙式の後の盛大な宴でみんなのプレゼントと一緒に。これも。
Isn't it? It's there's like a explosive in it, right?
そりゃ楽しみだ。
Jesus Christ.
俺もずっとこの。
I remember when they mentioned this, I had completely forgotten, and I had to like go back and watch some of those scenes from Fishman Island. It was like the mayor or something like switched it out or something.
シザ、鏡出せ。
Damn, this door is just watching them now.
せいぜい楽しんでる世界のゴミども。シュロロロロロロ。
シーザークラウン大変。ベッチたちが何かを企んでるわ。
Now can this door like communicate with Big Mom or someone?
そぎ落とした。
Okay. Okay, I'm glad they weren't that like like that's stupid to not pay attention to that.
そしたらもう後へは引けねえ。
Oh man.
お前も覚悟はできてんだろうな。
I really love how like different this plot line feels from like other big arcs that we've had. Just like so much more focused around like one event than like some of the other ones. Like I don't know, like I think I like Dressrosa or Alabasta. I mean, Water 7's kind of that way, but it expands too, you know. So
今こうして二人で並んでいるのが不思議で夢でも見ているようだよ。
I feel like it'd be so hard to just pretend.
もう騙されねえぞ。
それっていい夢？悪い夢？
Jeez.
やっぱり可愛い。もちろんいい夢さ。
Man, it's too bad that she's evil, man.
殺す気なんだぞ。
Yeah, look how different that is, bro.
あれ？もしかして俺は本当に
Now he's trying to convince himself.
自分の記憶を信じろ。
サンジさん、どうかした？
Yeah, you're a two-faced bitch with a third eye.
誓いのキスはプリンちゃんがもし人前でいきなりあれなら
口にして夫婦になるんですもの。
Dang. Dang. Oh my god. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. What the fuck? It's so OD, dude. Just don't you be thinking. Can't let Katsukuri see the future. what an eccentric view. I love it.
世界最強となるであろうファミリーに乾杯
All these conniving bitches. Sanji had to get a whole new suit on. Bro, that's the audacity of that. She's living on the edge.
いよいよ始まるのね。緊張するけど楽しみ。
Same, same.
本当にとっても楽しみ。
God. Pudding. I don't know, man. This tea party looks lit, man. I actually did high tea recently for the first time. Wonder who brought me there. Definitely went on my own accord. Oh, honestly, it was fun. I would do it again. Jervis 66. Big Pow. That's funny.
お待たせいたしました。新郎新婦の入場です。
I feel like I'm at like Disney World or something.
ビッグマム海賊団。そして悪の軍団。
The evil army. That's how they introduce them. It's such a compliment to them.
二人が結ばれることでまた一つ世界に悪の
Flower of evil.
咲くのだ。喝采をめまいがするほど美しき今日に。
Dude, his fucking face, man.
あの野郎。なんて演技力だ。
What a great actor, yeah, for sure.
血塗られた結婚式が
Bloody wedding, dude. The red wedding. Red wedding. Dude, honestly, the wedding looks lit, man. That looks like it'd be so much fun. If only it wasn't actually so freaking evil. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Ugh. Oh my god. Jinbei's gonna freaking lose it, man.
おい、どうやったら起こせる？
これは食べ物でしか起きないわね。
おい、肉あるか？時間がないんだ。
It's urgent. We need meat. So lit, dude. Oda's having a friggin' ball with us, dude. Even they look happy for them. They don't look happy though.
この曲がお前のレクイエムさ。せいぜいアホ面さらして聞くがいい。サンジ。
You friggin' bitch. Bitch.
サンジさん、ありがとう。サンジさん、幸せ。
ブリッジはおでもだよ。ダメだダメだ。心
Oh my god.
殺されるぞ。
So ridiculous. God damn it, man. Chefs are very talented, man. Dude, I feel like I'm at like a Disney show. I really do, man. This is funny as hell. So weird. Are they summoning the wedding cake? Big Mama is about to cream her creme wedding cake. Damn, this is a massive cake. Jeez, it's like its own castle. Yeah, there she goes. Oh, the skull's on it too. Yeah, it's like the biggest building on top of it. What the heck?
なんと巨大かつ闘魂。
So they're gonna have their ceremony on the cake.
甘いケーキが誓いの祭壇だなんて。
君の方が素敵さ。
ああ、やだ。もうサンジさんだら。
死ね早く
She looks terrified.
見ているようだわ。
何十年前やね。
死にたいみたいね。
楽しんでくれよ客人たち。クライマックスはすぐに。
Climax.
さあ始まるよ殺戮ショーが。
Oh, I'm getting so nervous.
もうじきだ。
Yep.
肉だ
Damn, that's a lot of meat.
立つね
Oh my fucking god, Luffy. Luffy is unhinged in these episodes, man.
貧しき時も共に歩み、死が二人を分かつまで。
Oh, to death indeed. I wonder what Pudding's reaction is gonna be when Sanji dodges this shit.
愛と忠実を尽くすことを誓いますか？
Oh, yeah, this is what I'm worried about.
ついに我が悲願が叶う時。どうした、プリン。
Oh. So you can't see all of it?
エールをあげて誓いのキスを。
どうかした兄さん。
見たな未来を、片栗。ベールをあげるよ。
I'm nervous. Yeah, at least Katakuri couldn't see like all of it. I'm curious on all like the boundaries of it all, like how much you can actually see and whatnot. Man, this freaking heartbeat is making me so freaking nervous, man. I'm getting stressed.
よく見ろサンジ。この忌まわしき第三の目を。いい子だ。
Evil fuck. Oh.
なんて美しい瞳だ。
Huh. Ah, I wonder how Pudding will react to that. It's probably the last thing she expected. Dude, she dropped the gun. Oh my god, that's gonna throw a huge wrench in the plan though, right? Like...
あ、ごめん。近くで見たらつい見とれて。
Yeah, she's always been told it's ugly by Big Mama. And Sanji actually sees it and thinks it's actually beautiful.
こいつ。
そこに現れるは花婿サンジと美しかった花嫁の気味の悪い素顔を目の当たり。
Yeah, creepy real face. Yeah, I remember this. Like, so small little reactions. Interesting. She was really sad at that moment.
私が生まれてきてからたった一度もこの目を美しいなんて言ったやつはただの一度もただの一度も。
ああ、我が子ながら気味が悪いね。前髪を伸ばしなプリン。
Yeah, it seems like Big Mama's the biggest perpetrator of the way she's been, you know?
怪物よ。気持ち悪い。何この子。
Yeah, so seems like the people around her or her family, quote unquote, really kind of pushed her into this mindset, I'd assume.
どうだ化け物化け
Dude.
化け
But yeah, she was bullied for it. It's no wonder she got so good at like acting and concealing it. If like her true self like this was bullied this way.
物化け物食悪い違う私化け物じゃない違う違う違う違う違う違う
It's good voice acting. Well, it all makes a little bit more sense now.
黙って笑われてやるかよ
Yeah.
こいつもこいつも
Forcing her into this much more like cutthroat kind of personality. Survival, just has to take care of herself by becoming this. Damn, man. She's a very, very, very great character, man.
ふざけんな殺せんな私はお前も私は醜い化け物なんだ
お前がやれ神父。
ただ受けられる
Ooh, Sanji smooth, baby. Let's go. Dude, that was sick. Sanji's got some pretty good observation hockey too, boy.
避けたか
Looks like you couldn't see that feature. I just got so hyped, dude.
あいつの銃声よルフィ
よし間に合う。
なんだ今の銃声神父が発砲何が起きてる
これは
一体どういうことだい。肩こりプリンに何が。
不測の事態だママ
は
俺にも手が出せねえ
Let's go.
ごめんよママしかなかった
Fuck you, Brule.
止めようがねえ奴らはあそこから来る
I was really not expecting that whole moment with Pudding. That was really good, man. Oh, it's all the all the weird creatures he caught.
ビッグママ。
She's be like, what the hell is Straw Hat doing here, bro? So many Straw Hats. He's already munching. Ah, dude, that was good, really good. I definitely subverted my expectations, that's for sure, with Sanji and Pudding. And I think Sanji was just telling the truth, right? Like he was just being like, yeah, like so beautiful. He was caught up in the moment still of like his, just his default of seeing like the beauty in woman and the best in women a lot, right? Almost to a fault, right? Like, I mean, we all see how Sanji simps a bit too much at times, but it also kind of shows in these moments like how much he values people and women especially just for who they are. Like he really appreciates their beauty in ways that even other men might not, and to see Pudding's third eye in this context and he still thinks it's beautiful even though he saw it in the context where she was like talking shit about him and demeaning him, like she's been demeaned. I don't know, I feel like that's part of the beauty of Sanji, even though at times it's also like I don't know, a little ridiculous, but also like I think in these moments is a little bit more grounded. I really like that moment a lot. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and talk about these episodes for a little bit. Off the bat, just a great twist there. I honestly kind of thought that everything with Pudding and Sanji would kind of play out one-to-one for kind of what the plan was, and then that's something would get thrown in the mix with like Katakuri using the observation hockey to kind of see the future, maybe being able to like stop Luffy from breaking Mother Caramel's portrait, right? But what a good twist, man. I really love that moment in general. You know, at the end there I was talking a little bit about it, but just Sanji's like absolute genuineness there, right? That moment, it wasn't him, you know. If anything, he's had to rationalize throughout these past few episodes with seeing Pudding in this dress, like kind of reminding himself of her true nature here, right? This nature that she's been hiding from him this whole time. You know, he's still sees such beauty in her, right? And obviously as like an audience, and you know, even just the tone of it has been silly, right? Of course, like, you know, Sanji just being like, you know, simping over her, right? The blood, all that stuff. And that's always been kind of a source of comedic relief, but it's a way to kind of like, I guess, describe his nature in a dramatic way, right? But in reality, like if you look at his nature, you know, with less of an extreme kind of view of it, or the way that kind of Oda displays it at times for comedic relief, or just to kind of, you know, expand Sanji's character a little bit. You know, his nature is like genuine appreciation of women. You know, he sees so much beauty in women. He sees, you know, I think there's a very clear contrast between, you know, the funny parts we see of him, or like the little goofy parts we see of him, kind of simping over women, versus like actually who Sanji is, which is somebody who genuinely sees the best in people, but definitely around women especially. You know, he's kind of the person who wants to be able to provide for women through his cooking, and that's the way he does it for everyone. I don't want to just say it's for women, but, you know, in this moment, and I think throughout the series, you know, there's such a strong connection between Sanji and the female characters like Nami, and we see that with how hard she took his kind of betrayal a little bit. I don't want to call it betrayal, but his selfishness at times, and not considering him and Nami's relationship, and how much that hurt and scared her. But I think it's just so beautiful, like, just his raw reaction to the third eye when he's already seen it before, but, you know, he sees it in this wedding dress, and, you know, putting in this kind of this full form of herself, and, you know, he calls her third eye beautiful. I thought that was an amazing little twist, and I think it represents Sanji's like true nature so well. And then even when she's like struggling with it, she starts breaking down and crying. He like shows genuine concern for her, right? He shows the genuine, he's like, Pudding-chan, are you okay? Like, I don't think that's him, like, you know, maybe he's a little nervous about the situation breaking down their plan, but I get the sense that he is caring, right? Like, he's genuinely concerned for her, and like he's having to be using his rational mind this whole time to remind himself that who Pudding has been hiding, like who she really is underneath all this facade of her acting this sweet girl, is this more so this vindictive monster, right? But yeah, I just love how he kind of sees the true beauty in people in general, and even in people who are broken or evil like Pudding. He still sees the best in them. And I just love getting some of Pudding's background. You know, I think she's been a very I don't want to say confusing, but just dynamic character throughout this arc. You know, obviously we get the interpretation, or you know, we did the display that she's very sweet, caring, helping the Straw Hats, and of course we get the big twist and turn that she's really conniving and has a different motive. You know, underneath this, she's, you know, she's kind of a bully, and she's nasty, you know, much more just listening to Big Mama. But we've always got those subtle hints, you know, those subtle hints of Big Mama talking to her and calling her creepy, her third eye creepy. You know, there's been multiple moments, and we see like part of Pudding's face, like her mouth, like kind of in a frown, or just, you know, we never really get a full internal dialogue, but there's this flashback and this moment where it triggers this flashback for her, Big Mama calling her third eye creepy, and for her to grow her bangs out, and then seeing, you know, townsfolk calling her a monster, and these are all other adults, and then there's other kids bullying her for her third eye. You know, you see how that hurt her back then, you know, as a kid, that she's just being called a creepy monster, and she doesn't believe that at the time, but then she's having to protect herself to survive in this cruel environment, and ultimately she turns to kind of embracing that monster side of her to protect herself and to be like, oh, well, if y'all are going to treat me that way, I'll be that, and I'll, y'all are going to get what's coming to you, kind of thing. So she's kind of become vindictive about the way the world has treated her. Yeah, very morally gray to a degree here, right? Like, it's understandable. It's a lot more understandable why she's acted the way she has, why she uses her acting skills to kind of hide her true motives, or true. And that's the thing. What's true at this point? I don't think she's got a true self. If anything, I think the true self we see is when Sanji calls her third eye beautiful, and she's like shocked with all of them. And there's like tears in her eyes, and when she's breaking down, that I think is really pudding. And it was a form of both, right? It was all three eyes out, but it wasn't in this like, evilish, devilish kind of look in her eyes, like manipulating and planning and scheming, bullying other people. Like she kind of talked behind Sanji's back, talking about his stupid face and all this. It was a look of shock and almost like being seen, like she was being seen by Sanji, and she was like, it was almost like some level of like safety or appreciation all of a sudden for Sanji. And obviously I loved how it all went down with them trying to kind of change the plan of the priest, trying to kill Sanji, but then Katakuri's observation hockey can tell he's gonna dodge it, and then Sanji still dodges his jelly bean. It's so silly, but dude, that moment was so hype. Sanji using a little bit of observation hockey of his own to dodge that shit, right? So cool, dude. But yeah, Katakuri's observation hockey is still very mysterious. I want to know the conditions of how it's, how it's triggered for him to see the future. In this case, we saw that he foresaw Pudding kind of falling to her knees and not shooting Sanji exactly. Well, it doesn't really show that she doesn't shoot Sanji, but it shows that she's, struggling. She's on her knees crying. And then, he can see that Sanji would dodge the bullet of the priest. So, I don't know, it seems very specific at times. So I'm wondering if if Oda will kind of explain that, the conditions for that level of an advanced observation hockey. But yeah, we'll have to see. I don't know, I'm very curious on that, because it obviously isn't like full-fledged. You can always see the future, or else you would have foreseen all of this, right? Outside of that, not too much, just a lot of like wedding shenanigans, tea party shenanigans. I kept saying on the reaction, it just reminds me of like Disney World kind of vibes, like a little haven, all kind of joyous and fun. Obviously not actually that, but I don't know, it looks like a vibe, man. The big cake, I like the little songs that we're saying. We got to see Mother Caramel's portrait come out. We actually got to see a picture of her. She does look a lot like Big Mama. Obviously we don't get a ton of her, but just based off of the picture itself, she seems like she'd be related to Big Mama. She's got a cigarette in her hand. And then the only other interesting part I thought, well, one, she was smiling, and I think Big Mama was like happy about that. So maybe the portraits can change, like it looks like a mirror at times, and then they describe it as a portrait, and then like, I don't know, just off like the context clues, it almost feels like that the portrait can kind of change based off of Mother Caramel's mood or something like that. I don't know. Seems interesting. And then the last thing was, I just noticed like her kind of like the headdress she had on. It was almost like a little bit like a nun's kind of headdress. So it makes me curious if maybe Mother Caramel was like, I don't know, like, was she a foster parent, and like was Big Mom an orphan or something? I don't know. Like that's a little bit of a stretch, but just based off the context clues, even though they look alike, maybe there was some kind of different mother-daughter relationship here, if they actually were related, or if Big Mama raised her, or Big Mama, Mother Caramel raised her. All these mamas are confusing me, damn. But yeah, I am very interested on finding out more about that. Yeah, guys, we're about to get into the thick of it now, that's for sure. Let's go ahead and move on to the character ratings. For MVP and best moment, I'm gonna give that to Sanji. MVP, I just love his genuineness, and it just coming out in such a beautiful way and a good twist. It's just like nice to see, even though Pudding is a very evil person, like she acts out very evilly from what we've seen. manipulating, conniving, all these things. It's nice to see someone who's been mistreated being seen like this by somebody who is so kind and compassionate and genuine, like Sanji. You know, in that moment, Pudding was seen so much more than she's been seen for who she really is her whole life. No, like she said, nobody has ever called her third eye beautiful. Everyone's always called it creepy. You know, people have told her to hide it, etc. So I just love that moment so much. Or you know, that who Sanji is kind of challenging the world that Pudding has lived in. And the best moment, I mean, it's just hype as hell. I loved when Sanji dodged the, you know, I loved like Katakuri being able to like forecast the future, but then Sanji still being able to dodge his jelly bean and killing the priest. I don't know, just dope, dude. That was like such like a fun way to, or an exciting way to kind of still kick off this big bloody wedding that's about to happen. For the funniest one, I'll give that to Luffy when he's, you know, messing around with Beji's power. He's sticking his neck out to look around at the wedding. He's ridiculous, man. And then for the Sacco, I'm gonna give it to Big Mama in this episode. You know, it's not even anything specifically for what she did in this episode, but in the flashback, you know, I think Big Mama is the perpetrator of this narrative that Pudding is creepy or a monster, or, you know, she's different, right? And she's treated differently because of her differences from other people. But Toto Land's supposed to be this place of acceptance from all different types of people. So why is she demeaning her daughter, who is a bit different with her eyes? And why are all these other people, when there's, you know, all kind, you know, there's minks there's the long leg people, you know, there's all types of different races there. It's supposed to be this accepting place, and yet she's had to live through people objectifying her third eye, you know, and calling her a monster because of it. And so I think even though it wasn't just Big Mama that did that, you know, it was the townspeople, the other kids. Big Mama's probably the one who perpetrated it and didn't fulfill her actual role as a mother to empower her daughter, to love her daughter for who she is, and to protect her daughter from people who might not see her in the same way, or might not be genuine and loving towards and accepting towards Pudding's third eye and her like differences as a person. So yeah, dude, really great episode. I hope we get more of Pudding. Like, I'm really curious about where Pudding's character will go from here. I bet she'll struggle with it a lot, but I don't know. I'm a little hopeful that there might be a little bit of a redemption arc potentially here. Maybe there'll be like a somewhat of a turnaround for her character throughout the rest of this arc. I don't know. It's just kind of exciting to think about the potential of that. But yeah, y'all, great episodes. I appreciate y'all being here to watch with me. I hope y'all enjoyed this one. Let me know what y'all thought about Pudding's character in this. If y'all would have had any different character ratings or anything. And yeah, I'll catch you next time. Peace.